Are you looking to buy a house and you want to know things not to do? This is a video for you. I usually get people that tell me, man, I wish I would have known that, or I didn't realize that I couldn't do this when I'm buying a house. In this video, 7 things not to do if you're about to buy a home. Matt, the mortgage guy, residential mortgage broker, licensed in 45 states. You want to connect me and my team to buy your first home or buy your second home or your 10th home, go to greatmortgagebroker.com. More than happy to help. Licensed in 45 states. Greatmortgagebroker.com. In this video, I'm going to go through 7 things that you never, ever want to do if you're buying a home. And let's just jump right into it. Number 1, don't start looking at houses until you're pre-approved. You might have heard this, and you have likely heard this from mortgage brokers, from real estate agents, from everybody. And this is not because we want to spend $75 on a credit pull. We want to spend an hour and a half collecting documentation and doing the pre-approval process. This is for you. As a consumer, you want to know that you are pre-approved, that you are able to get a home loan. And even more importantly, this is the number 1 thing that you want to take out of a pre-approval. What does a mortgage payment look like? You want to understand it and understand how it fits into your budget. Saying I'm pre-approved and I could buy a $600,000 house, even if you knew that, you'd want to see exactly what it looks like. If I put 5% down, what does that payment look like? If I put 10% down, what does that payment look like? Know those numbers, right? So get yourself pre-approved and know the numbers before. Number 2, don't shop at the very top of your pre-approval range. Right now, we're in a market where first-time home buyers are seeing quite a bit of competition. And you might not be paying attention. You might think to yourself, that's not true. I feel like it's maybe a seller's market or a buyer's market, and we're able to look at homes and offer 20,000 below list at the entry level of a lot of markets. The market that I'm in Sacramento, for sure, it's competitive. And so if you're looking at the homes that are priced at $499 and your max pre-approval is a $500,000 purchase, you know what's going to happen? That house is going to have somebody bid $515, $520, $525. It's not a house that you're able to buy because the final purchase price is going to be above what your max pre-approval range is. So if you're pre-approved and you're comfortable with, and you can go up to a $600,000 purchase, start identifying homes that are priced at $550. Maybe it sells for $560. Maybe it sells for $570. Heck, maybe it sells for $545. You got some wiggle room, right? And you're able to not stress about whether or not you're going to qualify. So don't shop at the very top of your pre-approval range. That's a recipe for disaster. Number 3, don't make any career changes or financial credit changes. Now, career changes, you might get an offer for a great job, or you might think that this is the perfect time to go out and start that business you've always wanted to start. Keep in mind, it's going to affect your pre-approval. So if you're pre-approved and buying a home is important, the qualifications and that income that you use to qualify can't change, or you risk not qualifying for that loan. Sure, you could have another salaried W-2 job that you get, and immediately we can use that income and it's not an issue. At the very least, check in with a loan officer. If you're pre-approved, you're thinking about a career change. When it comes to financial or credit changes, make sure that you don't miss payments. That's going to affect your credit. Make sure on the financial side, you don't have $45,000 in the bank that's earmarked for a down payment, and you go off and decide that this is the best weekend to try to parlay that in Las Vegas, and then you're down to $17,000 because Las Vegas does that to people, and you don't have those down payment funds, right? So no career changes, no financial changes, no credit changes if you don't want to risk any issues when you're about to buy a home. All right, number 4, don't wait until you save up 20%. This is one that some people probably don't agree with, and I'm fine with that. Dave Ramsey definitely doesn't agree. but there is so many great loan programs out there. 3%, 3.5%, 5% down. It's always been the case that the biggest thing that people discuss is you're going to have to pay that dreaded mortgage insurance if you don't put down 20%. Well, over the last 5 or 6 years, I've seen mortgage insurance steadily get cheaper and cheaper. On FHA loans, they just lowered their mortgage insurance premium to a 0.55 ratio. On conventional loans, if you've got good credit, it's even lower than that. You might put 5% down and have a mortgage insurance payment that's $47 a month. So know that you shouldn't necessarily wait until you have 20% down. Like all things mortgage, you've got to look at your specific scenario. What's comfortable for me and my lifestyle and my budget based on what I make, based on what I'm spending, all those things. But don't think that you have to save 20% down to buy a home. Okay, number 5, don't get too emotionally invested. I see this because buying a home is an emotional process for a number of reasons. Homes are beautiful. You picture yourself living in this new home. You picture yourself in the future, and it can be something that the emotional part of your brain starts to justify buying out of your price range, buying with a payment that feels uncomfortable, stretching yourself more than you probably should. This is why number 1 is so important, that you get yourself pre-approved and you dig in a little bit deeper and actually understand your finances, your budget, and a comfortable payment, right? Let reason and math control that decision and try to let emotion take a back seat. That's my advice there. Number 6, don't hold out for the perfect house. Somebody gave me this analogy. I've always used it, and I really agree with this. If you find a house that is 80-10-10, 80% of what you're looking for, and it checks the boxes. 10% you can change, upgrade a kitchen, upgrade a bath, and then 10% you can learn to live with. Because you're never going to find the perfect house. I've tried, right? I want exactly 4 bedrooms. I want 3 baths. Ideally, it'd be on 1 acre, a big square lot. It'd have a pool. The kitchen and the bathroom will be updated. It'd be an open concept, at least a 2-car garage. I'd like the front to aesthetically be nice, good curb appeal. Like if I went on and made a list of 40 things and then waited until that perfect house came along, I would never buy. Instead, 80-10-10. 80% checks the boxes. 10% you can upgrade and change, and 10% you can learn to live with. I think that's a good one. Number 7, don't make any huge purchases between the pre-approval and the closing. And this goes back to, the credit changes. People need to hear this because this mistake still happens. You're in the middle of getting a home loan and you go out and finance a car. You go out and finance a big purchase. That adds a monthly debt obligation to your debt to income ratio, which is how you qualify for the mortgage. The loan officer and the lender that he's working with plug everything in. You make $10,000 a month. You've got $400 in student loans. You got $650 in a car payment. You've got this in a new mortgage payment. And if that debt to income ratio is close to the max and you slap another $785 a month car payment on there while you're in process, that might put you over the limit. Now all of a sudden you don't qualify. So don't do that. Quick rundown of these 7 just to review for you. Don't start looking at houses before you're pre-approved. Don't shop at the very top of your pre-approval range. Don't make any career changes or financial credit changes. Don't wait until you save up 20%. Don't get too emotionally invested. Don't hold out for the perfect house. And don't make any huge purchases between pre-approval and closing. 7 things not to do when buying a home. Hopefully this was helpful. Again, if you want to connect with me and my team, greatmortgagebroker.com. If you're looking to connect with a real estate agent anywhere in the country, homeandmoney.com/Matt. Thanks for watching. As of today, I think I've got 816 or so videos on this channel. So anything mortgage real estate related that you're thinking of, type in what you're looking for, Matt the Mortgage Guy. If you don't find it, drop me a message. I'd be happy to make a video.